Cross-cultural sensitivity is a big issue in a globalized economy. And so there's an incredible opportunity for us to go abroad to see how different cultures do business together. Really, a business is like a little family of people that are all working towards the same goal. And the way families function in different cultures is different.
So half of the class went to Hong Kong, while the other half went to Singapore. And we were tasked with learning how the ports in those two countries work so effortlessly and seamlessly to be efficient and productive, and see how we could bring those insights back to the Vancouver port here in Canada.
My cohort members who were traveling to, say, the eastern side for the first time, they were a little mesmerized in terms of the amount of people, firstly, and how advanced the business culture is as compared to, what they usually think Asia is. It's an emerging market. What really stood out was actually talking to the people there. They give you a totally more in-depth point of view.
When I figured out I'm going to Singapore, I was expecting a country that's less developed. But then you get there and it's a country that's probably more developed than Canada. Cohesiveness within cultures, the vision they share, I could see how much the city invests in sustainability and greenery, and it's just beautiful in Singapore because of that.
It was a very unique opportunity to partner with Port of Singapore as well as Singapore Management University, and then learn what are the best practices that make the Port of Singapore one of the best ports in the world. Seeing that magnitude of operations, the amount of money they have invested in infrastructure, it was a very good learning experience.
Something that I really love about Hong Kong, it has its own unique pace, and it's this massive city jammed on this really small rock, and there's all these different cultures, and it's the mix of the attitudes and the flavors of the foods and everything all comes together, and it's this really unique experience.
I really enjoyed the lectures that we had at CUHK. One of the lectures was about the professor's experience breaking into the China market, opening a new port in Yantian. He was very honest about the challenges that companies and people will face when they go and try to break into emerging markets. I thought that was one of the most valuable experiences.
So the international project really meant figuring out the lessons to learn in Hong Kong and Singapore that the Vancouver port can really implement. So Vancouver's port has a lot of similar problems. They have a land crunch and they have labor issues, and being able to take those lessons and bring them back to Vancouver port and really help them see if there's opportunities that they can explore.
You learn automation, efficiency, supply chain, process management, those things you learn in class. But then when you have an applied project, you apply those concepts and then give a presentation in front of industry experts. That solidified our concept as well, like what we learned actually is applicable. There's a real life application to it.
The feedback that we got from Port of Vancouver was very useful, and I think they now see the value of working with MBA students from SFU, and they're excited for the next cohort.